episode of You Shouldn't Smoke Cigarettes and Not Eat. I'm your host, Haley Karp.
And I'm Mandy Cal, and I almost forgot to say my name again. I was like, fuck, what's my part?
I'm like, I am a fish now. So I'm embracing my fish self.
I mean, you can come up with whatever last name you want to come up with.
I like Carp and Cal. It sounds so cool together.
Carp and Cal do sound. Hell yeah.
Carp and Cal are on it.
On the case.
It's so great, right, Leo?
Our little sidekick, Leo. We need to get him a vest.
And your dogs would like help us travel. They'd like, they would get a sleigh or something.
Yeah, they would pull the car. We don't even need like a sled. They could do a car. It's got wheels. Yeah, it's got wheels.
And we're like environmentally conscious, so we're using your dogs.
Yeah. PETA, don't come at us.
They were built for this.
You know, you got to do what you got to do to reduce your carbon footprint.
You can't make every group happy, you know.
You really fucking can't.
You can't. There's gonna be a lose somewhere.
It's always the straights. They lose.
We have it rough. This is not the time to be straight.
It's just not the time. Oh my god, I saw such a funny tweet. Like some evangelist account said something about like with the exponential growth of people that are gay coming out, by year 2034 the entire world will be gay. And I'm like, and then someone like quote tweeted it and goes, finally something to look forward to.
The entire world will be gay. Cool.
Also, like, that's not how numbers work, but go off.
No, not at all. It makes no sense. Oh my gosh, Ayana. That's how you say your name, right?
Ayana.
Yeah, Ayana. With like an I.
Yeah, don't be white.
I'm gonna be super white this whole episode. She looked at our story, the one that I posted of the last snap. We talk about levitating. She looked at it.
Wait, so she saw the like the sentence, "Can a single mother levitate a coffin?" Okay, I have to tell like 7 people about this right now.
No, I wish I like she saw it, but like, did she see it?
Yes, she did. She fucking did. It was about her.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. She scares me. We are back for episode 3, season 2, and the episode is called Firestarter.
We got it marked down this time.
Paramount Plus does tell you. Pretty sure I said it didn't last week. It does.
To be fair, they still don't make it very visually there.
No.
Well, maybe it's just because like when I'm watching Xfinity, I literally have to click on the title, so it's just very in my face.
Right. It's different. Did you hear that?
No. I just saw your face go, what the fuck?
My dog's like, play with me. But
that's what I said. Leo's got something to say today.
He really does. What do you think? You kind of watched the episode with me. He's like, it's probably not politically correct, so. Okay, anyway, Firestarter. So we come in after elimination, per usual. Ayana and Nehemiah are walking back to the house holding hands.
Good job, Kaylee. Way to say those names.
I'm only white on white, okay? I'm just doing the best I can. So they have the life shield. So I have a question about the life shield. Maybe you know.
Okay.
So they can use the life shield on themselves or a friend next round. If they don't use it, do they get to keep it for the next week?
That I don't know, because
they
we
never
didn't figure out. Yeah, we don't figure it out this episode.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever do, but they make it sound like it's just a week thing. So
yeah, I mean, and usually when they do those life shield things, it usually is like a week by week thing. Like you either use it or you don't. And I feel like a lot of people even get a lot of power from not using it.
Yeah. It's like a power move no matter what.
Yeah. Essentially, you're like, yeah, I'm keeping that person from going in and I'm saving the rest of you. You can like do it like that.
Yeah. Or like teacher will ask, like, do you want to save this person? And they can be like, no.
It's so brutal when that happens. When they're just like dead on, like, no.
I know.
Like some people are like, I'm really sorry, I love you to death, but I just can't. There are some people that look directly into the camera and go, no.
You might as well say no, because like even if you said that bullshit, they're still gonna be mad. Like, really doesn't matter what you say in the challenge usually. That's what you do.
True.
Or at least they talk shit in the confessionals.
It would depend. Oh my god, there's a fucking giant ass spider up in this bitch. But it would depend. You can keep that in, Sherm. It's very terrifying. It's happening live.
Get out of the pod. What does the spider think?
I mean, so it would depend on who was doing it. If it was someone that I was like friends with, they better say I'm fucking sorry before they say it. If it was someone I didn't know at all, don't say that shit to me. Just say directly no.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fair point. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, Nehemiah can save himself or his friends, blah blah blah. And then Sophia talks about how Ayana is floating. She's so happy to have her homegirl in the house. Just setting those pillars for us producers.
Although this is great producing.
I know, it's so good.
And I don't know. Because we go into this being like Ayana's very like powerful, like that was such a great moment. She really did levitate those fucking coffins.
Yeah. And help someone else finish.
And maybe there's a turn. But then, the next scene is they're all just having a little pool day, chilling, relaxing. And then you see Ryan walking up, and apparently he's wearing. So why was he saying like these shorts feel so nice? Were they just like a pair of shorts, or was it something else?
Like it looked like I don't know, comfy kind of material. It looked like a swimsuit, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't know how we missed the exchange of how Tina like gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And like why they fit so well.
Well, that's what I thought. Like, I was like, did they have like, how some of those like pants make your butt look better or whatever? I was like, is it some sort of that type thing? Because he kept grabbing his ass, but I was like, also, people like grabbing their own asses sometimes. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, especially in the challenge house.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically like right before that, Tina's like, what things can we do to fuck with the guys? And Katie's like, things that make us laugh, which I loved.
But then so Ryan jumps into the pool with like these Tina shorts that he has on. Yeah. And as soon as he like gets out of the pool, he's like, oh shit, I think I ripped them. And he's like kind of half showing them off and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, and Tina's like joking around, being like, oh my God, these are so expensive. What did you do? Then he kind of jumps back into the pool. And then she goes, Ryan, those are disposable shorts.
Dissolvable.
That's what I meant to say. Thank you.
No problem. Big difference.
Also, they are disposable, I think, if they are dissolvable. Just saying.
That's true. You could say both. Just dissolvable is key first.
Yeah. So water, it dissolves. But then if it dissolves, very disposable. So I was just like a step ahead there.
Yeah, totally.
I thought it was so cute after the prank though, how Katie had like shorts ready to go for Ryan, and it was just like this cute little fun thing. Like there was no like trying to embarrass him. It was just like a really good genuine prank, and it like felt a little old school minus the like mean twist that usually pranks have, and I loved it.
I loved it too. It definitely seemed like these are adults.
Yeah. And Ryan's someone you can prank. Like there are people you can prank, there are people you can't prank. You can prank Ryan, and Ryan was laughing, being like, oh, that's a good one.
I know. I love Ryan. We have a really highly produced scene. What do you think?
I don't. What is the next? Oh,
Oh, Jody and Jasmine. Do you think they would actually talk?
I don't even fucking remember Jody and Jasmine talking.
Like I got all the notes. All right.
Yeah,
So,
I was like, I watched this like an hour ago. I don't remember that happening.
you're just always like, yeah, this is produced. The producer was like, hey, here's you, go
Yeah.
talk.
Well, I do have a note on Jody, but I'm just like, yeah, nice person, but not good for reality TV. I think it's that the conversation we're talking about because that's the only note I have on it.
Yeah, I mean, basically they just talk about how it's cool that they're back together and they're all a big dysfunctional family and no one understands them except each other. So yeah, obviously, I don't know, it's just pointless. I don't know. I wrote it down. But I didn't think Jody and Jasmine don't talk, and I don't know their alliance. Like, I don't think they're on the same alliance.
No, and I thought they were like they played the game at very different times too. Like, did they have any seasons in common?
No, because yeah, Jasmine came later,
Yeah.
and Jody was on like 2 seasons and never came back since like 06.
Yeah, like I'm like Jasmine. I don't think graduated college by 06 or high school.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. Well, college.
yeah.
One of those.
I think I took it as high school because
yeah,
they're like such a different age. Yeah.
Jasmine was young when Jody was doing it, is what I meant to say.
Oh, Jody still creeps me out how she's just like an adult version of the same person.
I know. And it's like she's probably like great to like work with, but super boring, just nice, just like there. But she's the one thing though is like she's so fucking good at these challenges.
Yeah, she's so good. I mean, she could have been back for more. Like,
right.
What was she on? Do you know? Originally?
I feel like the gauntlet was one of them, but I'm just throwing that word out there.
I mean, like, what got her on the challenge?
I think back then you either had to be on the Real World or Road Rules. So she was I think she was probably on Road Rules then.
Okay, cool.
Because I can't see her on the Real World.
There's no way she was on the Real World.
No, there's really not. She was definitely Road Rules.
She would have like died.
Yeah. Her and Derek did Road Rules together, I think.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Jody talks about how it's hard to step into a game and to be a manipulating person. She's not that,
I feel like though once you become a certain age, you know how to manipulate no matter what. You know what I mean? Like everyone fucking knows how to manipulate. That's true. Where you use it. Like you can fucking do it on a reality TV show, Jody. Like calm down. Like stop.
Yeah. Like she doesn't have awareness that she's actually doing it.
Like half the part of my fucking job is just manipulating other people to do their job. Like that's what your life is, you so manipulate people through life.
God, that is our whole lives. Like I have an epiphany here. Okay, so Jody's manipulative.
So what? You're just honest 24/7? Bullshit.
You don't manipulate your children or your husband.
Like you talk to a 2-year-old like they're a human fucking adult and you didn't give them a piece of chocolate instead. Like fuck off. You manipulated that child.
And if not, then the children are manipulating you.
Yeah, it's either you manipulate or you get manipulated. That's the world.
That's the world. I think I've seen that on a bumper sticker somewhere. Wow, you should write a book.
Yeah, it's gonna be real fucking dark
and short.
Yeah, world's over.
Yeah,
it's like 5 pages, at least.
It's 5. Yeah, all right. It's like a short story.
Oh, I was gonna say 1 word per fucking page.
Okay, it's a poem.
A haiku, if you will.
Okay, so gotta get back to this. And do you want to start off this next part? Or should I?
You can start it off.
Oh, okay. So Ayana and Sophia are like on Sophia's bed together, and we just see them in like the room cam. So there weren't even cameras there. And Sophia's just crying, and Ayana's like, it's just hair. Like, I haven't even cemented it yet. And Sophia tells us that Ayana asked to braid her hair, but wasn't listening to what she wanted. And all Ayana kept saying was, trust me, I know what I'm doing, which sounds like that's probably what happened. And then we flash back to what's actually happening. And Ayana was like, I don't want you to go out there crying, acting a mess in front of all those people. Like, that's fucked up. And then she just leaves the room.
Ayana says, I don't give a fuck about your emotions or anything that has to do with you, and walked out. It was brutal. That was brutal.
Really brutal. So I think she was in there for a while because John A like comes to see how she is because she's probably been missing for a minute. Like, I'm sure she was just crying alone for a while.
Well, also Ayana's down there talking shit to Janelle.
Janelle, that's her name. Yeah. And she got food. So, she like got food and then went to talk shit.
And she probably said something to people when she, like,
yes.
Ayana talks shit. Like, she will say exactly what the fuck is happening,
which
is respectful at moments, but like, maybe keep that between yourself. Like, that's not. I felt really bad for Sophia because it's just
terrible. Like, I wanted to cry. So yeah, Giant's checking on her, and Sophia's like, I have a war with somebody that was unintentional, and then explains what happens. And she's like, the way that she was doing my hair was the same way my hair was when I moved to Long Island from Haiti. And she was like mercilessly made fun of it for. So it's super triggering. I'm sure this happened to a lot of people. It's really fucked up that Ayana wasn't listening.
Well, also, it's just like that Ayana took it personally is the issue. Like, you can even, like, I think I would even be a little off put, like, if I was doing someone's hair, they started crying. But at the same time, if someone has that big of a reaction to something that small, it has nothing to do with you. Like, and you should, at like 30, 40 years old, having 4 fucking children, have the emotional maturity to realize that. Where it's just like, oh, that person's having a fucking moment, back up, let them have it, and then reapproach them.
Yeah, and we don't know what happened. Like, was Sophia trying to guide her, and then Ayana just kept doing it the way she wanted? Like, I feel like Sophia wouldn't just cry immediately. Like, she probably was like,
well, I think after the first few is when she finally held up the mirror, and that's why Janelle was saying just always make sure you're doing her hair. Like, Janelle was coming with solutions. Janelle was just like, well, make sure she's holding a mirror next time so she can see what you're doing. So I don't think Sophia was like saw what was happening, and as soon as she like the first couple were in and she put it like the mirror up is when she realized, and that's when it happened.
Okay, right. I forgot like there wasn't a mirror the whole time. Ugh.
It's just like, it's baffling that 2 fucking adults had this big of an issue over something.
Yeah, and like 2 Black women, I would think they would kind of be respectful that way. I don't know.
Nah, I just think it's like personality types where it's just like,
that's what it comes down to, but it's just weird to me.
Ayana wanted someone to be like, thank you so much for doing my hair. I really appreciate it. Da, 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 da. Yeah. And Sophia, like, that just wasn't her reaction. And Ayana took it some type of way.
So I want to know who actually asked to get their hair braided, like who actually initiated it, because they both say that each other did it. Like, Ayana offered to do my hair. Sophia wanted me to do her hair.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then I was just saying that Ayana like switches that around and makes it like from her way. If Sophia asked her to do it and then was triggered by it, she turns around and is like, why would you do some shit that's gonna trigger you? Like, I feel set up. Like, obviously making it about herself.
Yeah. It's just like Ayana just doesn't have emotional maturity in that situation. Okay, so Sophia did have like a big reaction, which I understand you're triggered and blah blah blah, but also on the flip side, you should know, like Ayana's saying, you should know your triggers and explain that. And maybe that's something she's never been triggered by before, but you know, I think there's also a responsibility to know your triggers as an adult.
Right. I just don't know why. Like, what are the chances of Ayana doing her hair like exactly like how it was unless that's all she saw, like when she was younger. Because if she did her hair differently, it would have been fine, right? I don't know.
Well, yeah, see, I don't know.
Or like in general, she just triggered because is her hair always like that, like natural?
That's a good question. I don't know whether it was the type of coiling that was doing it or it was braiding in general.
Yeah, because
I think she said it was specifically the coils, like how it was.
Yeah, I think they just needed a mirror, honestly.
Yeah, they really, like, Janelle was correct. They just needed a mirror, or like they just needed to fucking separate for 20 minutes and then come back. Like it's amazing how just like taking fucking 5 to 10 minutes will resolve so many things.
Right. I don't know. I just felt for Sophia. So
yeah, that was rough.
That was rough. So they're not friends anymore, basically.
Well, it's like Ayana took that so personally. I even understand like being a little upset because you're like, okay, that was a little weird. I was just trying to help you out. Like, all right.
Yeah,
but like to go to the degree that she goes to is wild to me.
It is pretty wild. So now it's challenge time. Mandy, you want to tell me what the challenge is?
Well, there's definitely a puzzle and there's a water situation. And what they do is they're going to separate into 2 teams. Everyone's going to pick their own teams. And so they're going to all run, grab some puzzles pieces, and then make this puzzle. And that's why you fucking narrate this shit. Goddamn.
That's pretty good. I don't need to elaborate on that. Yeah, 2 teams. So each team has a representative of a guy and a girl. So black team is Tina and Darrell, and then green team is Ryan and Ayana. And then yeah, so they just need to basically get these giant puzzle pieces, and whoever can get them done first wins. So Ayana's crazy.
Okay. Well, also, so back up a little bit. Tina fucking brilliant. I do like Tina's strategy of being a captain earlier rather than not, because then you can always be like, when you're in a situation, because you can always be captain again if you feel like that, like you need to do that. But you can always use the card of, I've already been captain. Everyone said she has this crazy power trip and essentially is telling everyone how they need to act while they're in a challenge, but doesn't at all talk about any type of strategy. But she does go in on, we are going to be positive. I want to see you with a smile on your face, and no one says anything negative to anyone. I'm just like, okay.
I mean, that's cool, but like, what are you actually going to do?
I know, exactly. Well, and so sports analogy.
Love it.
So you know how there's some like football coaches that are very good at college football, but are terrible once they get to NFL. Like Urban Meyer, shit human being, very good college football coach, terrible at the NFL, was fired before his even first season was up.
Yeah, great.
Like fucking terrible. But I think like Ayana's the same way, but if you do like team versus individual, she's very much an individual player, can motivate the shit out of herself, but cannot do that team thing because she's talking down to people all the time. Like I feel like college coaches do once they get to the pro league, where you're trying to talk to these people and it's like, but you can't talk to a college student the same way you talk to a pro athlete, where it's like, Ayana, you can't motivate yourself the same way that you motivate a bunch of fucking adults that have like careers and children and spouses and shit. Like no one's going to be here and be like, oh, really? Me smiling is going to help me win this challenge? Like that's not, they've lived their lives. They know how to do shit.
Yeah, it's just awkward.
I had to get a dig at Urban Meyer somewhere in our podcast.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Dumbass.
I did love right before the challenge where Darrell goes, I look around and we've got all the loudmouths on our team, so we're going to see how it goes.
I know. I loved it so much. It's like what a thing that he would say.
Yep.
Yeah, so black team has a plan, green team does not. So and then Ayana like says she has a life shield, so she's using this to pay attention to how her team works together, and if they suck, then she knows who to send home.
Okay, but like, so you're observing people and not working?
Yeah, you can't do both. She just wants to boss everyone around.
Like, same, but like, chill, girl.
So yeah, black team kind of takes off a little quicker, and
You go for it.
Tina, her team is a well-oiled machine. I really thought you were fucking with me when it was paused because the yellow stayed on my screen. So I was like, can you hear me? And then I'm like, are you fucking with me? Because your face could have been like not paused. Like
it was just one of those really
yeah, like that. It was that.
That's me listening. See, that's me listening.
Really thought you could hear me.
No.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about Tina and how she's their team is a well-oiled machine?
No, I just wanted her to say her semi-funny line. That's it.
Okay, so first of all, Latarian's face throughout this entire challenge is fucking hilarious. I suggest everyone just watch his face during this challenge. You will laugh. he goes from confused to like overheated. Like, I don't know what's going on with this face, but it's fucking funny. But also, like, I know everyone's making fun of Tina for like how loud she's being and screaming and everything, but she really does keep that team fucking together. And you do need one person that can communicate with everyone, and she's loud enough to do it.
Yeah, and make sure everyone's on the same page. So she really, like, once she starts really screaming at everyone, as we see, they kill it.
Oh, and I did also. Did you see that part where John is trying to talk strategy, but Ayana keeps trying to do positivity? And John is like, okay.
Yeah, and then I had some part where Danae was like I trust you, but that's all she said.
Well, because she was trying to like give input on strategy, and she goes, Ayana, I trust you, and she was trying to say, but like we should do this. Like, she was trying to start out with a positive. She was doing that crucial conversations. But Ayana ignored her completely because Ayana is such a great leader in team situations.
Yeah, obviously.
If you listen, we do like thank you for the follow, Ayana. We appreciate you.
I hope you. I mean, we love you.
Yeah, we love you. But like this episode was a little rough for you, girl.
It was rough. It wasn't a great look for you.
Last episode, great work.
Seriously, great work.
I do also have a note in here that goes to say they're doing their best to make Brad not look crazy.
Oh my god, they are in general, because any line he gets, it's like usually nice or like, whoa, it's not me.
Well, I wrote that because in one of his like voiceover like confessional things, they cut him off like mid-sentence, and I want to be like, but what was the rest?
Oh my gosh, I didn't catch that. Oh, I know.
I think they like literally cut just a snippet of it, and it could just be like the second part was super fucking boring, but also knowing Brad, who knows what happened with his eyes, you know?
I know. I need more crazy Brad.
I know. I need to see him go fucking wild.
No, I don't know if we will.
Probably not.
Okay, so I mean, we can get into it, but basically the black team wins.
Yeah. Also, because like Jody's fucking strategy, like as annoying as Jody is to watch, but she's fucking brilliant at these challenges where she gathers all the pieces in the water to save everyone time. Like, brilliant move.
But they still lost.
Oh yeah, she did still lose.
She's on the green team.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But like, almost they would have it would have been because of that.
I put that in my notes too, but I wasn't sure how much we wanted to talk about this puzzle challenge.
You know, I'm grabbing. I have like 5 notes and I said all of them.
Right. It's really hot out. Everyone tells us it's really fucking hot out.
Like, we can't fucking tell from the sweat dripping down all of your bodies.
Oh, it was probably filmed in the summer in Mexico.
Oh my gosh. But like when they got close to the end, So like Kahutta and Katie give confessionals where they're like, we were doing this and then this was happening. And it gave like such like a true crime vibe. Like I started laughing so fucking hard because they were so dramatic about it.
They were. That is so funny. I love that. Okay, so yeah, then Tina and Darrell have all the power, and Tina's like, heavy lies the crown, know what I'm saying?
But also brilliant move by saying, I should not let power go to my head.
I know, she really does know what she's doing. Well, for the most part. And so TJ tells Ryan he's going straight into the arena, but Ayana has a life shield, so she's safe. But the green team has to pick a choice together to pick a different girl to go in. And then Ayana gives a great speech of how I save myself and I'll pick who goes in. Like no one else needs to put that burden on themselves. And of course she picks Sophia. And it's a gift, by the way, that she picked her.
Well, that she says, Sophia, I'm choosing you. It's a gift. And she's not even fucking looking at her. Like the way she does it is literally the most brutal fucking way you can do something. And the thing is like Sophia's not the worst competitor that was there on that team.
Yeah,
I love
right,
you, John A, but also wasn't Casey on the losing team?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It was brutal. They should have just allowed everyone to vote. And that way it would have like, because Ayana and Sophia, that situation, that was terrible to watch.
Yeah,
like,
that made it worse.
Yeah, like I could almost see Ayana's point of view from the beginning. Like, okay, she overreacted. She just doesn't know how to handle that. All right.
Yeah.
But double downing on being a fucking asshole. Like, that was bad. I mean, Katie says it the perfect way where she goes, a powerful admirable woman is turning into quite an asshole.
Yeah,
it's just like I really kind of hope Nehemiah at this point like uses the life shield on Sophia because that was depressing, although he doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I mean Sophia's like upset, but she's still strong about it. She's like, it is what it is. Yeah, so anyway, now Tina and Darrell have to nominate 4 players, and then 2 of them will be selected by the rest of the challengers. That's how exciting it is.
So pretty much they go into the like eliminate or the deliberation wanting to pick. Well, Darrell wants to pick Steve, and Tina really is a fucking wild card, as we see in this.
I know MJ was worried about that.
Well, because essentially Darrell's like, hey, 3 roomies here, I'm gonna make sure at least one of you's off of it. You know? Yeah. I don't know what Tina's gonna do, but you know, I'm gonna protect at least one of you. When Tina and Darrell finally get together, Tina's first thing is like, we're gonna eliminate everyone that was on our team. Seems fair.
That's fair, yeah. I actually like that.
I like it, but it was definitely a manipulation.
Yeah.
Because low-key, I think Tina did not care anyone else who got nominated, but she wanted Jody nominated. And she wanted to try to keep out her name as much as possible for nominating Jody.
Yeah, because of the team. Yeah, right.
That's true. So they take out half the team, and then what the fuck do they do from there? Because I was really, did they just start eliminating people?
Yeah, well, what Tina wanted to do was like, okay, let's remove the other team. Okay, this is it. All right, Drill, like turn around 5 times quick and then point at 5 names or something, or point at 4 names. Like just randomly pick 4 people. And no.
Although that probably would have worked out better for him.
Yeah, in the end.
Yeah.
He was fucked. Okay, so then he's like, okay, well, we should each pick a guy and a girl. And of course, Tina refuses to pick Steve. And so they kind of got removed one by one. So it ends up being Jody, Johnny, Tech, and MJ. And they're all so angry. It's this whole room.
Well, and it's like Tina, he was just like, what do you say? Tina, working with Tina is so draining. Like, how long were they there for? Because I feel like Tina just beat Darrell down in what she wanted, essentially.
I think so. I think they're there for a while because I'm pretty sure the sun like moved.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
So essentially,
So
Tina just wore Darrell down and got exactly what she wanted, is what I'm taking from everything.
yeah, and then we get a bunch of flashbacks about Tina and Jody's beef, huge drama.
Essentially, Tina yelled at Jody and Jody probably cried. That's
Yeah.
literally what the fuck happened. Like, it's not even drama. Jody's not gonna yell back.
I know, she would look like a little baby, like bear, like a little squirrel.
Yeah. As much as I like make fun of Jody, I am a Jody where it's like someone yelled at me, I'd probably be like, oh shit, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tina's scary, but I respect it.
Tina's scary. Okay, so yeah, Nehemiah comes up first and they're like, Drill's like, this is the best I can come up with. Because we're on 2 different pages, and they ask him if he wants to use his life shield, and he removes Tech because he sent him home last season.
Also, like, I wouldn't want to live in a house without Tech for that long.
I know. Don't put Tech in. What Tech ever do?
Also, Tech is like everyone's barber too. You're not going to send home Tech.
Yeah, so stupid. So then they decide to flip a coin for Kahuda, right?
Well, so they wanted to flip a coin, but I think what happened is they buried
oh yeah,
they buried the 2 like fucking wooden things in the sand. And then like, did Tina have to go pick one, or I think Tina had to go pick one. And she just spun around, and like, we don't find out who it is until like they show Kahuda's like name up there.
Yeah, they make it very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
And then so Ryan comes down and looks, and he's like, damn, big dick energy for throwing Jody in. That's so much.
Although true, because that's a dangerous move.
Yeah, really kind of a stupid move.
Well, and then, so this is the part that gets me too. Sophia comes down, looks at all the names, and starts crying again. And I'm just like, okay, I can't deal with all this cry. Like, stop crying, please.
No, Linda's just holding her, and she like literally like hobbles off. Like, she's not even like upright. Like, she just got some shots.
Yeah, she's literally like taking this really rough.
Ugh.
At the same time, though, friend breaking up, worse than like breaking up.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now it's deliberation time, and MJ says he'll start, and he said, oh, because what, it ends up being MJ, Kahuda, Ryan, Jody, right? Not Ryan, Jody,
Kahuda,
John A.
Yep. So Kahuda and Ryan, and then fuck, who? John A. and Jody.
J's.
Yeah. So they start off in like Sophia. I think they start off with like a Sophia speech, right? Where Sophia essentially cries and says how much of an honor it would be to lose to Jody. Not even like, I'm gonna take it. It would be an honor to lose to you, Jody.
But yeah, it's hilarious. So obviously the house is gonna follow that.
Okay, so loyal as fuck though, because Janae is like her friend, and like, if you're looking at pretty much any type of matchup, she has a better chance to go against Janae than she does Jody, because Jody's a fucking beast. And Jody's not just physically good, Jody is brilliant. Like, she has a way of like breaking down challenges that's like really impressive. So like, she's the last person I'd want to see in that type of situation.
You know, Sophia's got
honestly,
pride and honor.
I would rather see fucking Laurel.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, because Laurel's just big. She
knows. No, you're right. She is an idiot. I think she's a vet now. She's a doctor.
Oh god, we're not taking you guys to see her.
I just call her.
Well, I mean, that's probably good. She shouldn't be working with people, so I'm glad she found her calling.
Definitely should not be working with people. Yeah,
she's brutal too.
Yeah, she was. Okay, so Johnny's like, hey, my life is literally getting saved right now.
Yeah.
You can like see it on her face.
Yeah, she's literally feeling so relieved. Like,
yeah. It's so funny. So they start voting. Nehemiah can't vote because of his light shield. And everyone votes for Jody and Kahuda. And mostly because even though Ryan didn't say it, Kahuda is like smaller than him, so better match up. And there's like 2 people that picked John A, and I don't know who the other person was. I just know Tyler was one.
Derek.
Oh,
because he's not gonna vote for Jody. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, I just put pretty much everyone voted Jody and Kahada because that would be brutal too, though. Like, I don't know what would be worse. Would like a close vote be worse, or just like everyone voting you in? Because like close vote would be heartbreaking, like you were that close. But there's something about like everyone in the house voting you in that would just be like, oh, yikes.
Yeah, that's true. Especially like, what did Kahada do? He's just been there. He's so nice.
I love Kahada.
Me too.
Which I think so. After like the votes happen, it's obviously Jody and Kahada, and then they have like a little pump up of Kahada just like pacing.
Yeah.
Like that little man just is like, I'm gonna fucking destroy shit. But the thing is like Kahada really like he is like small. He's like a small guy.
Yeah.
He could put up a fucking fight against like the biggest dudes. Like they showed him going against, I think, Thomas, and Thomas was like huge.
Yeah.
And he fucking fought Thomas pretty damn well. I don't think he's quite so Derek would have beat Thomas. So he's not quite like Derek status, but he's like the poor man's Derek.
Yeah, because Brad said, like, he says you've sent some big boys home. Like, you know what time it is.
Yep.
Very normal Brad thing to say.
Well, because everyone else was doing shitty motivational.
I know, Mountain Man Massacre.
Yeah. And then like he's like, thanks guys, you guys are so great. And then Brad actually said something motivational.
I know, he's always so nice.
He is. It's just the eyes.
It's just oh yeah, and the not blinking. And the beard. Beard makes him look psycho.
It wouldn't surprise me if he had like a couple murders under his belt. Allegedly, that was a joke.
Allegedly. Okay, so elimination starts. And did you notice what Ayana was wearing?
Ryan, not Sophia or anyone.
Like,
just Ryan.
Just another jab. Like, just shut up. Like, don't.
Ayana said, "How can I be the pettiest person here and really drive home how much I hate her?" So the thing is low key, you only do that if you're actually fucking hurt. So like, I actually feel like Ayana. Well, maybe not. Maybe she's just brutal.
I don't know. I really don't know. I can't. I think she's just a crazy person. Like,
because there's not a single person that was like, Ayana, I see your point of view. Everyone was like, Sophia, I'm so sorry. Everyone was pumping Sophia up.
Yeah, she deserved it. So messed up. Okay, so this annoyed me because TJ explains the challenge or the elimination and then says the name. Do you know how fucked up my notes were because of that? I was like, is it called tic-tac-toe? I don't understand.
I'm surprised. See, they didn't edit that out. They said, we're not going to overproduce this. If it's fucked up, it's fucked up. And we appreciate that too.
Yeah, we do actually. Okay, so each player has 5 balls and they're on fire. Wow.
Is that what this episode Firestarter is probably stemming from?
Or Ayana. Okay, so yeah, they have to like run across the arena and place a spot in their tic-tac-toe board. So the first person to make 3 in a row win. Best 2 out of 3. So basically, I don't know. People fucked up in this.
Well, okay, so before we get that, did you hear Kaheta's joke? Because I thought it was fucking brilliant and so hilarious. Where he goes, "Oh, yeah. I haven't played tic-tac since the World Championship Moscow, 1992."
Just deadpan.
The thing is like the delivery, he said it like it was real, and I was like, oh my god, I would love him in real life. Kahana would be like one of my best friends. I fucking love him.
I love him too. Yeah, he just like looks so serious, and I'm like, bro, like you're not even that old. Like, what were you, like 7 in 92? 5, and
it was just a joke, and I love it. Like that kind of humor.
So good.
It was like crushes to me. I fucking loved it.
How does he even come up with that? Like, he's like a mountain dude.
He said Moscow, 1992. Moscow. So low key, I think he's recently watched The Queen's Gambit, and that's why he said Moscow.
That's why I thought. Yeah. No other explanation.
I was like, yeah, there's like, you're not choosing Moscow unless you watch the Queen's Gambit.
Okay, so gentleman up first, and him, Ryan and Coda are running, and Coda pulls ahead, and Ryan stumbles and falls at one point, so Coda quickly wins the first round, and then the second round, Coda gets the middle spot again, and he pulls ahead pretty easily, and I don't know. Oh, Ryan could have stopped him, but he blocked the wrong row. That's what happened. He picked the wrong spot, and Coda won.
Yeah. I just like, these people are terrible at tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess, I don't know. I'd probably be pretty bad with that high stakes.
but the
Running
thing
and
is, yeah, like running and fire, I get, but like tic-tac-toe, there's literally a strategy. If you get 3 corners, you win.
yeah.
And no one went for fucking corners. Everyone was like going for like and I was just like, have you guys ever played tic-tac-toe in your life? Like, I got so fucking offended. It's like, there's a strategy to tic-tac-toe. And I'm pretty sure the only person that did it was Jody.
Yeah, I think it was Jody, which makes sense. Yeah, so Coda wins. Now girls' turn. Tina is obviously rooting for Sophia. And they start, and Jody loses her ball, and Sophia gets the middle spot. And then
bottom
Jody,
left corner.
Yeah, Jody does the corners. So she wins the bottom row. Second round, basically Sophia picks the wrong spot, very similar to Ryan. Doesn't block Jody, and Jody finishes. So
well, and hers was like pretty bad too. It was like early on.
Yeah, it was like very obvious. I don't know why she did that.
Yeah, I think like it's like the pressure gets to you, and she fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, I totally would fuck up.
Yeah.
The corners thing would help though.
Well, like you have to start it off right. She was already behind, so she's playing block, and you just have to block specifically. And it's difficult too because Jody, I think, went for one and then moved it to another, and she blocked like the initial one, and then like it's too late.
Yeah, mess them up.
Jody's fucking brilliant. Like she annoys the shit out of me every single time she talks about how great of a person she is, but like she's so good. She's so good, dude. And the thing is, her physicality has stayed, but I feel like her mentals has gotten so much better.
Yeah. Oh, totally. I mean, what was she, like 20 when she was on the challenge?
Yeah.
So young. So it's very impressive. So we get the goodbyes, and Sophia is going home, and she has the best positive attitude. I love her.
I do love her, but I think it's good that she's going home because I didn't want to see her crying for the rest of the fucking thing. And Ayana would have just continued to be brutal. Yeah. No, Ayana would continue to be brutal, and we would have seen that play out the entire fucking time, and it would have given you cringies the entire time.
Well, then I want Ayana to go home. It's so annoying.
She could fucking levitate coffins. What are we gonna do?
Watch her win. Okay, just kidding. Love you.
Thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. I hope you liked my jokes.
Yeah, we're joking.
Oh, I meant the jokes you saw on my fucking snap, but all right. I'm still thinking about that. I have to text 7 people about it later.
It's totally fair. It's so okay, so TJ tells us that Jody and Kuda have the life shield, and we get a tech sound off, of course. I just have it's going to be faster and most furious and more sun. Bring on the challenges. Part don't stop. I don't even know what he's saying.
I love tech. Low key, I feel like they made All Stars everyone that just gives fucking bomb confessionals.
Yeah. They have to. That's like the show.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, we'll get Jody in there.
Well, the thing is Jody's there because like it's fun to kind of hate her.
Yeah, and she definitely deserves to be there. Like, I think she was the first solo woman like to win, and she never got a call back.
She is like very, very good at the challenges.
She's so good. I hope she's on All Stars again. But I do think about her and how boring her and her family are.
Yeah. Well, I feel like also like she probably brings like it's like, I don't know, you can't have like all Derek's be there. You know, you got to have like a John A, you got to have a Jody, the people that are just like the mothers of.
Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. We gonna be back next week, Mandy? Later?
We will be back next week sometime. I might actually, so low-key, I might be available Wednesday. I just don't know how held up we're gonna get in traffic or things, so I don't want to make any commitments, but probably same time Wednesday I might be available.
Maybe. Okay, cool. All right, we'll have an episode out next week, towards the end of the week.
I think it will still be Friday though, because I think if not, I'll be. Are you good on Thursday?
Yeah, it just be later, like 7:30.
Well, low-key, I might not be able to do Thursday now. Okay, so we will figure it out.
We'll get another podcast.
Yeah, we will make it work.
All right.
Fucking vacation though.
Oh, I'm so jealous. All right, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.